I have a vivid recollection of the debut of my inaugural play, a sardonic portrayal of a funeral, where the attendees pondered the implications of commemorating a life that had never transpired. The performance commenced with each individual assuming their designated positions while somber melodies permeated the air. The opening sequence extended for a duration of 5 minutes bereft of any spoken dialogue. Subsequently, a spectator approached me and inquired, "Why would you squander all that time in the beginning?" However, that time was not squandered. It served as a prelude. In contemporary theater, it has become customary to plunge straight into the heart of the narrative, bypassing any preliminary moments. This inclination can be attributed to the modern audience's diminished tolerance for slowness, a consequence of technological advancements and the myriad of pressures of everyday life. Consequently, the traditional overture or prelude, once a staple of musical and operatic performances, has gradually faded into oblivion. Nonetheless, I hold the belief that the modern audience is in greater need of an overture or prelude than their predecessors. They require a moment to compose their thoughts, attune their senses, and acquaint themselves with their surroundings. In a world characterized by constant stimulation and ceaseless distractions, a deliberate and deliberate opening serves as an essential antidote, allowing the audience to enter a state of receptivity and engagement. Thus, I remain convinced that the inclusion of an overture or prelude is not an indulgence but a necessity, a vital component that sets the stage for a profound and immersive theatrical experience. Allow me to present to you a prelude that I have composed, a prelude that serves as a precursor to an oratorio I have been toying with in my mind. The oratorio itself is still in its nascent stages of exploration, but the prelude, in all its existence, is already manifest. While engrossed in the composition of my opera, Paradise Lost: The Escape, which is a working title, I found myself delving into alternative depictions of the afterlife. It was during this exploration that I stumbled upon Longfellow's translation of Dante's Divine Comedy, specifically the first part, Inferno. A few months ago, an intriguing idea began to take shape within me. A notion to construct an oratorio around the tale of a pilgrim embarking on a profound journey guided by the spirit of Virgil. A vivid vision materialized in my mind, a solitary man, amidst a dense wood, uttering the words midway while feeling utterly lost. In that very moment, 3 notes resounded within me, resonating in the key of A minor. These notes comprise the root A, the 6th degree, and G sharp, the augmented 7th within the harmonic scale of A minor. As these 3 notes progressed in my mind, a vivid image emerged, a man trudging along in a labyrinthine wood, surrounded by the opaque obscurity of existence. The prelude I present to you today encapsulates this profound sense of the human condition, the struggle and uncertainty that pervade our lives. It serves as an introductory passage, preparing the listener's ears and minds for the oratorio that will follow. It is my sincerest hope that this prelude, with its evocative melodies and haunting undertones, will resonate deeply within you, igniting a sense of introspection and contemplation. This composition, dear listener, is meticulously crafted as a passacaglia, an intricate form in which a fixed obbligato serves as the foundation, while ever-increasing variations unfold above it. In this very structure, which of course is most signified by Pachelbel's famous canon, which is indeed actually a passacaglia and not a canon, I find a parallel to the grand narrative of Dante's Divine Comedy, particularly its infernal descent into the depths of the Inferno. The simplicity of despair becomes increasingly intricate as the pilgrim traverses the circles of hell, ascends the mountain of purgatory, and finally transcends through the celestial realms of paradise. Within this composition, I deliberately challenge the conventions of the passacaglia. Traditionally, this musical form is composed in a triple meter, such as 3/4 time or a variation thereof. However, I have opted to employ a common time for this particular composition. The choice to deviate from the expected 3/4 meter is deliberate, as it reminds me too strongly of dance, a notion that does not align with the essence of this musical endeavor. Instead, what transpires is a deliberate plodding, a rhythmic journey that echoes the arduous steps of the pilgrim in his epic Odyssey. Through this intentional exploration and breaking of compositional rules, I seek to convey the profound emotional nuances that accompany the pilgrim's passage through the realms of the Divine Comedy. It is a marriage of major and minor tonalities, where the triumph of the major key momentarily usurps the melancholic minor, encapsulating the fragile glimmers of hope that emerge as the pilgrim ascends towards the celestial heights of heaven. Turn your ears towards the somber cadence of a weary pilgrim traversing the treacherous terrain of an emotional crisis. Immerse yourself in the atmospheric surroundings of a desolate wood, where uncertainty and longing intertwine. As I continue to delve into this profound exploration, the possibility of an oratorio, born from this very essence, may manifest itself in due course. Should fate allow, I invite you to remain connected, to follow my creative journey as it unfolds. If you wish to actively contribute to the realization of the ambitious Impossible Paradise Lost project, I humbly extend an invitation to support my endeavors. Consider subscribing to my Patreon, where you can find exclusive content and gain access to behind-the-scenes insights. Alternatively, if you can lend your support by purchasing me a virtual coffee through the Buy Me a Coffee platform. For those inclined to make a donation, PayPal provides a convenient avenue to contribute to the realization of this artistic undertaking. Your involvement, whether through your presence or support, is deeply appreciated and valued. Together, we can venture into the realm of the impossible, exploring the depths of artistic expression and challenging the boundaries of creativity.